back to my channel, more specifically episode 5 of my Road to Pro series. In today's video, I'm going to be trying out Jeff Nippards' full card workout that he recently posted to his YouTube channel. He also made it available for free download on his website, so I'll put all those links in the description below for you guys to check out. But honestly, I really think that it looks like a lot of fun. And personally, he also mentioned in the video that program variety is key for motivation, for like long-term motivation.
This is for 8 weeks, even though there was no difference in muscle thickness or strength. Randomly varying their program saw a greater increase in motivation.
I completely agree with this, and honestly my motivation has been pretty low as of right now, so I think this would be a great time to try out this workout, and I highly encourage you guys to go check out his channel and also give the workout a try yourself. So before I jump into the workout myself, I do want to give you guys a high-level overview. Like I mentioned, you can download it for free at his website, and the link will be below, but just to give you guys an overview of how it's going to work. So what you want to do is you want to start off with a deck of cards, and you're going to deal out 20 cards that are face down on the table, and these 20 cards are going to relate to your workout. And in terms of making it shorter, you can deal out less cards. If you want to make it longer, more higher volume, then you can deal out more cards. But for this workout specifically, I am going to be starting off with the 20 cards. So after you get your 20 cards dealt, you're going to assign a specific suit to a specific type of exercise. And Jeff Nippards, I'm going to be using what he currently did here as well, which I think is a really awesome way to organize it. So in terms of the how the suits are going to relate to the exercises, your spades are actually going to be your push exercises, your clubs are going to be your pull exercises, your hearts are going to be your leg exercises, and your diamonds are going to be isolation exercises. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going over the specific exercises that are found within them. I'm going to be putting up my substitutes and kind of what his recommendations are. The reason being is because everybody has access to different equipment. For the most part, I will be using the exercises that he suggested, but I also kind of threw in some exercises that I do prefer. So I will be kind of putting that up on the screen so you can see which exercises I'll be doing versus which ones he recommended to do. And in terms of reps, how it's going to work with reps is whatever the card number is, you're going to add 10 to it. So if you draw a 7, you're going to be doing 17 reps of a specific exercise, and any type of face card, so if it's going to be a jack, a queen, or a king, that's going to be 10, so it will be 20 reps. You're just adding 10 to it. And if it is an ace, Jeff said that you can take a 2-minute break if you draw an ace, but instead of taking a 2-minute break, I'm actually going to limit that to a 1-minute break. So just to clarify, if you don't have an ace, if you don't draw an ace the entire time, then you're not going to take a rest. It's only if you draw an ace you will rest.
So now I'd like to go over the exercise selection by showing you guys what I programmed versus what Jeff programmed. Starting off with the push exercises, so what you can see there on the screen are going to be spades. Jeff programmed push-ups or incline push-ups. I'm just going to make a slight modification to the push-up, and what I'm going to be doing is a hand release push-up. I just find that it targets my, I feel a little bit better burn in my chest when doing it, and I also find it a little bit more challenging, so I feel like I will fit in the rep range much better. So the next exercise that Jeff recommended is going to be the pike push-ups, and I really do like this, so I'm actually going to include this for my second exercise as well. And the third exercise, he recommended standing milk jug dumbbell press, or any type of dumbbell press if you have dumbbells. I'm going to be sticking to the same concept here, and I was fortunate enough that I was able to get a dumbbell and kind of make one that was heavy enough. If you haven't seen my previous video where I made a 30-pound dumbbell, I actually made it homemade, but I also did pick up some weight, so I do have a 45-pound dumbbell that I'm going to be using for that. I'm just going to be doing them single arm instead of both at the same time, so I'm following the same principles for the third exercise as Jeff programmed. And for the fourth exercise, he had a lateral raise or a doorway lateral raise. So once again, I'm sticking to the same idea, except for I'm going to be using resistance bands. So as you can see, the concepts and the principles are the same thing, just based on the equipment that you have, and I think that's going to be for everybody, because not everybody's going to have access to resistance bands and dumbbells. So I think that having those selections there, you can make do with what you have and just kind of make the workouts your own, I guess, and that's kind of what I'm doing here. So now moving on to the pull exercises, which are going to be clubs. So for the first back exercise, Jeff actually recommended doing pull-ups. Since I don't really have a way of doing pull-ups, I don't have a pull-up bar, and I don't really want to use a door, just because it's just a personal opinion. I don't want to break my door. So what I'm going to be doing instead is I'm going to be doing some inverted rows. I feel like that's a pretty good movement to really target the whole back, and it kind of simulates a pull-up variation. So for the second exercise, Jeff actually scheduled inverted rows. or programmed inverted rows. So since I did that with the first exercise, he also suggested dumbbell rows, so I'm actually going to be doing that instead. I do have a dumbbell like I mentioned, so I'm going to be doing single arm or bent over single arm dumbbell rows for my second exercise. And then the third exercise is going to be for the rear delts. Jeff actually had milk jug reverse flies. Basically any household item will work fine here. I think that's what he was getting at. Personally for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the standing band pull aparts, and that's going to target the rear delts. I just really like how that feels. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the rear delt exercise. And then the fourth and final exercise is going to be used to train the traps. And Jeff actually had the band upright rows or any variation of upright rows, and I'm going to be doing the band as well. So yeah, those are the 4 pull exercises that I will be doing for this card workout. Moving on to the leg exercises, which are going to be hearts. So for the first exercise, Jeff programmed walking lunges. And since I am in a small little apartment, I don't really have enough space to be able to do walking lunges, and I didn't really want to have to go outside for this. So what I'm going to be doing instead is I'm going to be doing Bulgarian split squats. That's an effective exercise. We're still training the quads. The next exercise is actually the Bulgarian split squats, is what Jeff recommended. So all I really do is kind of swap orders, I guess, is what you could say. So what I'm going to be doing instead of the Bulgarian split squats for the second exercise, I'm going to be doing single leg hip thrusts. And Jeff actually had that third. So he actually programmed single leg hip thrust third. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be doing some front lunges. So basically I'm just taking the walking portion out of the lunge and I'm just placing it third. And then for the final exercise for legs, Jeff had Nordic curls. Personally for me, I wanted to get a little bit more glutes in there. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing band pull throughs. So those are going to be my 4 leg exercises. For the final suit, which is going to be diamonds, these are going to be isolation exercises. So the first exercise is going to be the biceps. Jeff recommended any type of curl variation. So I'm going to be going with the standing broom curls just because I do like how it feels. And I do have some pretty heavy resistance bands that I'm able to use to challenge myself. And the second exercise, Jeff programmed skull crushers. Personally for me, I'm going to be doing a dip variation just because I feel like it fits better in the rep range and it's much easier for me to do. The third exercise are going to be training the abs. Jeff recommended a bicycle crunch or a reverse crunch. I'm going to be doing some lying leg raises just because I do want to favor the lower abs and I really like this exercise. And for the final isolation exercise, we're going to be hitting some calves. Jeff had some calf raises in there, some standing calf raises. I'm just going to be doing some standing single leg calf raises just because I don't really have a platform or weights to kind of make it more challenging. So by doing it single legged, it's going to be definitely more challenging and it's going to fit within that rep range much better.
so that's going to include Jeff Nippards' full card workout. I highly encourage you guys to go check it out on his website. You can download it for free. And check out his YouTube video on it as well. I highly encourage you guys to subscribe to his channel. He does put out a lot of great content. Yeah, so all the links for that will be in the description below. And in terms of the program takeaways, I honestly think it was an awesome program that he designed from a motivational standpoint as well, because I know personally doing the same exercises back to back and the same routine can definitely get stale. So I liked how it was the unpredictability part of of not knowing which card you're going to flip up and which exercise you were going to do. And I really like the varying rep ranges as well. And from a challenging standpoint, I also thought it was pretty challenging. When I got to the aces, I kind of realized that I did have a lot more to go. So it really made me push myself and challenge myself, which can definitely be lacking in a lot of home workouts. So overall, I think this was an awesome program. I'm definitely going to do it again. I want to incorporate it into my home training to spice things up, and I highly encourage you guys to give it a try yourself. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I do have a lot of great content that's planned in the works, and I'm super excited to share with you guys. I do have a lot more home workouts, but I do have other videos planned and podcasts that are in the works. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also turn on the bell notifications, because I want to make sure you guys get notified every time I drop a new video, which is 3 times a week. That's every Sunday, every Wednesday, and every Friday. So make sure to turn on those bell notifications and give the video a like. I do appreciate all the support, and the likes definitely go a long way. And I'll see everybody here next time. All right, peace out.